Hello my friends, welcome back to Epoxy Me That. How are you? I hope doing okay. And I want to thank you for showing up today. I know you are thinking, I've already seen you make that, Tammy. And yes, you did. I made this for my daughter's little girl that she's raising named Grace. And here's the bottom part. And I'll put the video number here for you, or here. But I didn't finish this piece off, and it's time that I finish it off and give it to my daughter. I'm so ashamed that I haven't done it yet. But the little light down in here, it won't fit, this won't fit down on there nice and flush. So I needed to either make a hole in here, which I really didn't want to do, or figure out a different way. So we're going to try to make this work. I'm going to use this in maybe for something else. And here's the mold that I created this piece from. This is a Let's Resin mold, and it also tells you on the side how many ounces it holds, 5.1 fluid ounces. This is the glitter that I used to achieve this look on the base. I did try Little Windows hole makers to achieve this, but it would not work. I thought I would put it down there and suction it, and then have me a little tunnel there for the cord to fit through. But that won't work because it leaves a little gap in between the base and the hole maker. So I went and got this little silicone thing right here. These are little silicone noodles, and I also used these in a video to make a tray. I will list that for you here if you'd like to go watch it, the video number. And I just cut one of the little silicone noodles, and I'm going to place it right in here nice and snug and see if we can get an area to put that cord through. Okay? Alright, I will meet you back and we'll get started. Okay, I'm using Let's Resin epoxy for this project because my pressure pot is occupied at the moment, and I have found that when I use Bond Craftor in a deeper pouring mold like this, I usually throw it in my pressure pot, no big deal. But it gets hot faster than Let's Resin will when you're pouring a deeper mold, so I'm just going to use Let's Resin for this. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in Let's Resin's debubbler machine. And put the lid on it. Let me get it plugged up in the back here. There we go. And the only gripe I have about this Let's Resin machine here, the debubbler machine, is when you push the dial down here, it's hard to see. Can y'all see that? It's hard to see. I cannot see it. So that's my only gripe about it. I can't tell what I have it set on. I don't know. I can't tell you guys. Hold on a minute and let me see. If you get down there close to it, you can see it. But, you know, like I said, the dial is very dark and it's hard for me to see. So I got it set on 10 minutes. So I'll meet you back when it's finished. Okay, our resin is finished, and there it is. Okay, we probably should have put this in there before we did that, but yeah, don't do it this way. Make sure you put your glitter in there before you put it in the machine to get your bubbles out. I totally forgot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just stir that up a little bit so we don't get any bubbles incorporated in there. just stir it up just a little bit. And I'm going to add some of the purple that we used in the top part. Let me get it shaken up. And this one's going to be a little bit different. I want to give this one a little bit more tint to it than that other one had. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more in there. A total of 6 drops. Okay, I think that looks good. I don't want to stir any more in it. Now I'm going to spritz some alcohol in the mold, and that's going to help with the bubbles not forming on the edges of our mold and down in the bottom of our mold. It's not 100% guaranteed, but it will definitely help you out with the bubbles not forming in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pour into my mold. Okay, and I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to take my silicone tipped brush here, and I'm just going to go down there in the bottom and run it down there and along the side so that if there's any bubbles there, it will release and come on up to the top so we can pop it and deal with it there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my heat gun, run it through there right quick. We don't want to put too much heat in it because we don't want it curing fast. And the more heat you add, the faster it's going to cure. I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol there. And then we're going to go ahead and keep pouring until we fill the mold up. The mold holds 5.1 ounces, and I mixed up 6 ounces. So I know we have enough to fill it up. And I'm going to use this extra resin for something else. All right, I'm going to stop right there. That looks good. And now I'm going to take my brush here, and I'm just going to run around the top part here real slow. You don't want to zoom through there, and you'll make more bubbles. We just want to cruise real slow. Okay? And now I'm going to take my little tool here and run around that so I don't have no resin there, because then it'll make it harder to clean up when I demold it. So I'm just going to go around those edges and make sure I don't have any resin sitting there on the rim. And then that'll make for a very nice demold. All right, I'll meet you back when it's time to demold this. See you in a minute. Are y'all ready to demold this and see if it worked? All right, here we go. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. All right, here we go. Okay. Since that's just cured on the back there, I'm just going to lay some of my wax paper out so I don't get anything on the bottom. And I'm just going to take my Cricut blade here, and I'm going to be very careful and get this out of here. There we go. We can use it again. All right, I'm gonna heat this up. Go. And there's a perfect entry for our cord. And I need to clean that up a little bit more, but I'm gonna let it cure some more, and then I will just run a little file through there and get that nice and clean. You know, make it look nice and neat, but it's perfect. Look at that. Okay, now we can take our light here, place it in there, and then run our cord out there. Place that, and now that sits nice and flush on our stand. Now I'm going to dim the lights and turn it on, and we can take a peek at it. Okay, let me cut this off. And now I'm going to turn our little carousel on. And there it is. Isn't she beautiful? So beautiful. And I also have a tray where I placed these little noodles down in it. And that's one of my videos. I will link the video here or here for you. It was a way long time ago. But I remembered that I had these little things. Now, I got these from Walmart, if anybody's interested. But yeah, that was a simple, easy fix to place an area there for our lights. So now you can change the lights out if this one goes out, which I'm sure it will eventually. And you can just slide another one in there, and then you're good to go. All right, we are on to the next project. We are going to go ahead and finish this box off right here. And one of my subscribers mentioned an idea that I absolutely loved. I can't remember your name, and I do apologize for that. I tried to go find the video that you commented under, but I couldn't find it again. But one of my subscribers suggested that I finish this box off right here with remember the little movie about the ugly duckling? Well, we're gonna make that right here. I'm gonna use this mold here to make the little ugly duckling with. It was black, so out of these three, I think I like this one the best. Let me get it out of the bag. I don't want to take it out of the bag because I have one of these molds already, and I was going to put this in one of my giveaways. Let me see if I can locate it. I found it. Yay! I have this little rolling thing, caddy next to me, and I had a bunch of molds fall behind it, and I need to pull it out and get back there and get them all. but this was one of them. It was hanging right out and I could see it. So we're going to use this little duck right there. I think it's really cute. All of them are cute, but I really think that one's cute. Okay, I got some black glitter that I just mixed up here myself. I put 3 different glitters in there to make that. So we're going to make our little ugly duckling sparkle a little bit. And then for my black, I'm going to be using this resin pigment paste. I got this off of Temu. And we're not going to need much, because we only have a little bit of resin here. And I'm using the Bond Craftor epoxy resin. I switched my sticks out because I got too much on my stick. And we're going to drop some of this down in there. And then I'm going to let it sit and degas for about 3 minutes. And I will go ahead and demold this and put it in our extra container. And this was something that I was working on. Trying to remember what it was. But it's got some of this mixed in with it. I'm just going to show you a few pieces. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. See it right there? And y'all have seen me demold this many times, so I'm going to go ahead and just drop it in here. And for those of you that haven't, it's just some little beautiful extras that we are saving. And this is, if I have any resin left over, I will throw it in a little small mold like this. I use different ones. As you can tell, there's all kinds of things in here. Little turtles, little pieces of fruit, all kinds of stuff. There's little birds in here. And we're going to pick a mold out. I'm going to let you all pick a mold out. And I'm going to fill the mold up with these extras. And then add some resin to it. And it'll be a giveaway. I need to get several molds out. I thought I would bring out about 3 molds for y'all to pick through to see what you want to, which one you want to use to put these in for our giveaway. And I'll get those ready soon. I think this is ready now. And I'm just going to run some heat through it right quick. Pop those bubbles on the top. And I'm going to spritz my mold with some alcohol. And we'll go ahead and do all of the little ducks. If we have enough resin. We probably will. Let's see here. I wonder if we brush some, I guess we could paint its beak when it comes out. What do y'all think? Let's brush some blue in its eyes. Let me find something right quick. I'm going to use this Pearl X Sapphire Blue. Hopefully that'll show up. And I got these little brushes here. And I'm just going to dry their eyes out. Because I don't know if there's any alcohol sitting in there or not. And then I'm going to use this fine little brush here to brush it in there with. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. I don't know. You know what? I know what you will be able to see. This one right here. This is a neon. And I'm just going to get some right out of the cap here. Oh yeah. Much better. And we'll just clean around the head there and get that, because I don't think the ugly duckling had any kind of blue hair. He may not have even had blue eyes, but our ugly duckling is going to have blue eyes. Now I'm just going to take a Q-tip here and clean around in there, clean our mess up. And then I'm going to just use these micro brushes here to get closer to the eye. Right like that. Now we're ready. And we'll pick which duck we like the best. Which ugly duckling we like the best. Now, I'm not spraying the mold with any alcohol because I don't want to spread our blue into the mold, and if I spritz that alcohol in there, it's definitely going to do that. We could spritz a little down here. Yeah, we could do that. Hopefully we won't get any bubbles in its head. This is the cutest mold. When I seen it on Temu, I had to have it. But I've had it now for a while. I've just never used it. I thought it would be cute on the top of a little box jar like we're doing here. That's what I thought it would be cute on the top of. And I totally forgot that I had it. And when one of my subscribers mentioned the ugly duckling on the top of that, that's when I thought, oh, I have a mold that would be perfect. I'm just moving that resin into these areas to get it there a little bit faster. And clean my mess up. I can't stand for resin to be on the edge of my molds. It bothers me. I can't stand it. I have to get it off. Alright, I'm going to use my heat gun, pop the surface bubbles. Spritz a little alcohol. And now we'll find a mold. I've got these sitting over here to put our extra resin in for our extras. Look at the little Pac-Man molds. Aren't those cute? We got to have some of those in our extra giveaway mold for sure. I know he's not black, but this is art, and it can be any color we want, right? Yes. That's what I love about art. It can be anything that you want it to be. Any way that you see it is the way that it can be, because it's your art, right? You don't have to follow any kind of rules. There are no rules when it comes to art, or that's the way I look at it. Now there might be rules in how you use the epoxy and different things like that, but when it comes to color and stuff, there are no rules. Okay, those are filled. I need to put a little bit more in this one, in the ghost. There we go. And this is a mold that I made. It's some beautiful flowers, little roses. I need to make some more of these. But what I want to do is cast about 15 of them, and then make a mold of them. That way, when I need to make a bunch, I will have that option. You never know when you might want to make 15 roses. Okay, that's filled. Now we have enough to make maybe a turtle or two. These are Ninja Turtles, so that's why they're black. A turtle you don't want to mess with. Okay, and that's it. I will meet you back when it's time to demold our pieces, and then we will put them on the top of our box and go ahead and resin the top of it. Alright, I will see you later. Alright, our little ducks are ready. I've got my Bond Craftor tabletop epoxy resin in the debubble removal machine, my Airless Pro by Resiners, and we have a mound of pieces here to demold from my extras. So let's go ahead and get our cute little ugly ducklings out. Look at that. Look at the little blue eye. Isn't that cute? So cute. So we've got that one. We've got this one, which is rather cute. The blue's not showing up as much on this one as it does on that one. And this is the one I was hoping for. So let's see. Oh, that one's cute. Look at his hair poking up. I love that one. Okay, let's see here. If I can get it. I tell you, these nails will not let me pick up anything. I like them, these swans down here, because it's like they're floating in the water. If I put them up here, then I don't know. Does it look funny? Do y'all think we should put them up here and then the little one down here? Let me get it off of there. Maybe y'all can see it a little bit better. How should we do it? I still have the little lily pad too, but I don't know if that would work in this now or not. I don't know. What do y'all think? Oh, goodness. I wish I could hear you guys, because I'm going to have to make a decision without y'all. Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to think about this one, y'all. So I'm going to set it to the side. Let's go ahead and demold these right quick. See that glitter sparkling in it? I don't know if y'all could see it. Let's see here. See it? That's what our little ugly duckling looks like. I was going to make earrings out of these, but I never got around to it. So, I have a band-aid on my finger. Did you all see in my last video at the end where I have 2 kittens under my porch? I had no idea that they were even there. I was sitting on my bed editing that video that you seen them in, which was Monday's video. No? I don't know which video it was, y'all. It was the video where I reviewed the Semtex markers. Look at these angels. Aren't they beautiful? I was sitting on my bed editing that video. Hang on. I'm back. I was sitting on my bed editing my video. I had just came inside from feeding my cat outside. My big mama cat, she's really a stray, but I call her mine. And I just came inside from feeding her. Well, all of a sudden I heard, meow, 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 meow. I thought, my goodness, what is going on? I dropped my laptop on the floor because I was hurrying trying to get outside because I didn't know what was going on. Well, I heard it, but I couldn't see it. And I seen my little mama cat laying there. Well, she wasn't laying there. She was pacing back and forth. So I walked around my deck, and there was a kitten with its arm caught down in one of my metal pot trellises. It's like it has like a pot holder at the top, and it's a trellis at the bottom. And somehow it got tangled up in the trellis part, and its arm was wedged down in between these metal poles. And I reached my hand down there trying to get it out, and the more it was afraid of me, and the more I tried to get it out, the more it would wedge itself down, and I just knew its little arm was broke. So I was trying to get its arm out, and it bit me on my finger because I was hurting him and scaring him at the same time. I knew I couldn't get him out, so I wasn't going to waste any more time. I ran in the house really fast, and I got my husband. He came outside, and he pulled the bars open on my trellis and got it out. And I couldn't watch it. I had to go inside. I could not watch it because I just knew that kitten's arm was broken. I can't watch stuff like that, you guys. I was inside bawling my eyes out. I was about to have a heart attack. I'm not built like that. I can't do stuff like that. If anything's suffering or hurting, it kills me. I literally feel just almost everything. It's crazy how I am. But anyway, we got the little kitten, little feller out of there. And apparently, they've been underneath my deck. It's 2 of them. And I had no idea. These little guys have teeth already. So, they've got to be at least 6-7 weeks old. Maybe 8. And I never even knew they were there. They was hiding very well. Every time, I guess, my door would open outside, they would dart under my deck, I'm guessing. And that's probably why I never seen them. So, yeah, now I have 2 little titty bitties. And they're beautiful. They are beautiful. Look at that butterfly. Isn't that pretty? I usually don't let these cure fully, and actually I could do it now. I take some jute. I'll show you. Some of my subscribers have already seen this, but I'll pinch it up like that. Let's get me a nice piece off of here. I'll set it in the center of my jute. Tie one little tie in it. Make sure the wings are setting in there the right way. And now I pull the wings up to how far I want them, about right there. Now we're going to go for the knot. But don't pull it tight yet. Pull it close to where you want it. Make sure your wings are still pulled tight. And then you pull it. And let it cure like that. And then you'll have a butterfly that looks like it's really flapping its wings instead of laying flat. And I did the big one like that too. Now I'm just going to snip off the excess. I need to get me some new scissors. Well, actually, I'll just go sharpen these. I did buy me a sharpener. So now when I'm going to let this cure for about a week, and then I'll pull it off, and then it'll be like that. It'll remain like that. We have these little turtles. And then all of these. Y'all have seen these 1,000 times, so I'm just going to dump them all out in here. We almost have that full. I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. I put a little bit of resin on there, and I stuck the swans on there and him on there. So that way, when we place them on there, the resin won't flow off the sides. So now, we're going to go ahead and finish putting our resin on there. Okay, I'm going to stop right there and see if we have enough. I'm going to use my heat gun. Try to get it to start moving a little bit. We got several bubbles there. I'm just going to nudge and bring to the top. Now I'm going to run my heat gun back through it, pop those bubbles that I see, that I nudged to the top. Now I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of alcohol, and then we're going to go ahead and cover it. And I'll meet you back when it's cured. I found this little umbrella that I made, and I was wondering if we could maybe cut half of it off and place it right there for the duck to put over his head. Wouldn't that be cute? Let's see if I can do it. I hope it doesn't crack when I start cutting on it. I'm going to try this smaller pair first. Let's see. Okay, maybe I'm going to have to use these. Oh, it did what I thought it was going to do. Let's see if I can. I'm scared to cut any more off because it might. Uh-oh, we might get it to work, you guys. I might have to put it in that hand. No. Okay, that's how I'm going to put it on there. Just like that. I think that's cute. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to just leave it like this and not glue it down and see if you all like it. And if I have more votes for the umbrella, then we'll leave it. And if I don't, then we'll remove it. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and if you're doing anything exciting and you'd like to share it, drop it in the comment section below. You won't see the little carousel at the in my glamour shots at the end of the video because my daughter came and picked it up. I should have finished that thing a long time ago, so she was excited to get it for Grace's room. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you on Monday. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.